Welcome back. I'm Felix, and I'm reacting to Jamie Nielsen. I don't think I've ever reacted to any of her videos. Uh, it's called Worst Boyfriend. Basically, she's doing a bunch of stories on the worst boyfriend. I was just going to listen to the first one, see how it goes, and see if I like her. If I like her, I might react to more of her videos. So, don't be a bad boyfriend. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. See who needs to be dumped here.
Hi guys! Welcome back to another episode of the Storytime Society. I'm your host Jamie and I'm so happy you're here. I'm so glad you're alive. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. The theme of this episode is bad boyfriends. We haven't done this one in a while, although there have been many bad boyfriends in the past so many episodes, but let's get into it.
Before we get into it, this back here, the plant thing, I looked at it, I thought it was skeleton bones. I don't know why, I just thought it was skeleton bones. Like, why she got skeleton? I was like, oh, it's one of those hangers for the plant. I don't know why I thought skeletons.
The first story is, my 23 female boyfriend, 23 male of 3 years, stealthily took my 11-year-old dog to a vet 80 kilometers away to be put to sleep. It was only luck I found out and got him back. My boyfriend doesn't know I have my dog back, but he comes back tomorrow night.
That's when you change the locks, throw all the stuff out, and just call it a day. Boyfriend or girlfriend, you do something like that. I'm changing locks, and I'm throwing all your stuff out, and you no longer have a place to stay. Who does stuff like this? I mean, I know there's people like that in the world, but jeez.
My boyfriend Jay left for a trip up the coast to help family on Friday morning. While I was at work Friday, I got a phone call from one of my ex-flatmates, Bob, who I lived with at uni. He thought he had my dog with him and phoned me because someone had dropped him off at the vet surgery he worked at to be put asleep. Bob sent me pics, and it was my Sixie. I'd recognize him anywhere. I grew up with him, and he was so close to me when I left home to study. There was no questions about it. Sixie stayed with me. Bob kept Stixie with him, and I drove to pick him up as soon as I was out of work. Bob also showed me a phone recording he took of the vet's security camera screen, and there's no doubt in the world it's Jay dropping him off. He's even wearing the same clothes he left in this morning before I went to work. Jay has texted me a few times today, and I don't know why, but I'm not confronting him about this. I'm actually scared I will utterly lose it at him. I'm running everything through my head on why he would do that.
That's not a bad idea not to confront him over text. Just first get your dog, get yourself together, stay calm, and figure out your game plan. Because over text, I'd be like, you need to come home now. It'd be in all caps. It's like, we need to talk. So her staying calm and not trying to confront him is probably the best approach at the moment.
We talk sometimes about moving north to be near his family or overseas within a few years. I can't believe I'm trying to find reasons for him to do what he did, or reasons for me to not rip him a new one and dump everything he owns out on the front lawn and set fire to it tonight. I'm half numb and half stunned beyond rational thought. Why can't I get functionally angry here? He texted me this morning like he normally does when he's away.
The OP talking about she can't get angry. She can't get angry because it's someone she trusted. It's like, I trusted this person and they did this. Yeah, it's hard to believe someone you trusted would betray you in such a way.
I replied like normal, though we're not big text talkers anyway. He asked me a couple of times if I was okay. Everything in the texts I'm trying to read into what the hell he thinks he was hiding. Dump this man immediately and set fire to everything he owns, girl. Seriously, do it. That sounds like a great idea to me. That sounds like a perfect idea, actually, to me, because in what fucking world? In what world? Actually, this man, I don't even know if he would make it out alive. If this happened to me, I don't think he would make it out alive, truly.
I don't necessarily agree with ending him, but I definitely agree with like throwing all the stuff out. Just like I said, throw stuff out, change the locks. And I wouldn't care if he sued me or whatever. I'd kick him out, change the locks, and say, have a nice life. And I would also say, why would you want to move back in here? Because I would use that as a reason why he shouldn't move back in. I'd be like, you do realize if you move back in, you may not ever leave this place again. Breathing, something like that. It's just like, oh, you can move back in. Go ahead. Let's do this. Because it would not end well for that person.
Like, I would be taking him to the vet and putting him asleep and putting him to sleep immediately. Like, hey, I actually made an appointment for you tomorrow to be put down. So, yeah, me and Stixie talked about it. Okay, relevant comments. Well, that's terrifying. Do you have a place of friends maybe where you and Stixie can stay for a bit while you get this sorted out? And by this, I mean your new living situation, because you really can't continue to live with the guy who just tried to kill your dog behind your back. But what's confusing to me is, was the vet really just going to put him down like that?
Yeah.
Or what? Because I'm confused.
At least in the United States, I believe they have to verify you're the owner of the pet before they do anything like that. If you can't prove that you're the owner, and let's say the vet did put him down, I mean, you could sue the crap out of that vet, and that vet probably lose their license because they didn't verify who the owner is. You just took some stranger bringing in a pet. That means I could literally just go and grab, say, like a neighbor's dog and just take it to the vet. But yeah, I need my dog put down, because vets aren't supposed to just put the dog down. There's got to be a reason. It's like the dog's in pain, the dog's a danger to society, like I said, dogs in pain or got a condition that can never be fixed. Something along those lines. You don't just get to put the pets down. There's usually got to be extenuating circumstances to put them down.
About that situation. OP said, thanks for your comment. I do. At least 2 coworkers would be okay with me contacting them. I want people around me when he comes back. I wish I could make sure he knows he no longer is welcome in this home, nor can he come back and he's to go immediately. But I also know by bitter experience with a friend that kicking someone out of the dwelling they live is a long process. Okay, she posted the same day, and this has a little bit more information. I think it's on a different subreddit, but it says, my boyfriend out of the blue took my beloved old dog to a vet to be put to sleep secretly. Is what he did likely to be massively illegal? What steps can I take to protect myself before he returns tomorrow? I have a dog, Stixie, who's 11. Yesterday morning, my boyfriend left to go up to the coast.
Oh, so she posted it twice on 2 different subreddits. Okay, I get it now. Took me a moment to realize what was going on.
To see family. He doesn't return until Sunday night. By sheer luck and nothing else, an ex-flatmate of mine, working at a vet clinic 80 kilometers from me, called me while I was at work and asked if a dog someone had brought in to be put to sleep was my Stixie. And it was. I had him hold Stixie and I collected him on Friday. My flatmate showed me a recording he made of a security video at the vet clinic, and it's definitely my ex dropping Stixie off. How illegal is this? I currently live in a flat that I rent, and my boyfriend pays half, but I'm the only one on the lease. I want him out ASAP, or I want to be out of this situation as soon as possible. What options do I not have? A friend of mine once tried to have a violent ex removed, and it took months.
Sorry, it felt like something bit me on my leg. Yeah, even in the U.S., it's hard to kick people out. Even if they're not on the lease, sometimes they'll try to declare squatters' rights. But squatters' rights don't always apply, especially if you have a lease with a place. There are ways around squatters' rights, and a lot of places know this, and so they can get you legally kicked out whether you declare squatters' rights. Not all states have that. So some people think all states have that. They do not. That's not like United States wide, at least here. In the United States, it's not nationwide. You got to know what state you're in. I know New York has it, and they have a horrible time with it, and they need to get rid of it. But I can also tell you, if it happened to me, the law would not be involved. I got a family. I'm going to do what I got to do. But yeah, it's a stupid law that needs to go away. People get screwed over by it all the time.
Of this immediately. Are my only options to move? How do I protect myself from what my boyfriend, ex to me now, though he doesn't know it yet, may do to the place that I rent when I return? I presume my landlord couldn't kick him out if I leave right away. He's never shown any weird tendencies before, so maybe I'm overthinking this. My boyfriend doesn't know I know what he did, nor that I have Stixie back. Sorry for the scattergun of questions. I'm scatterbrained at the moment, and he only returns in 20 hours or so, and I don't ever want to see so much as a hair on his head again. I feel that. Some relevant comments. Someone said, not legal advice. Keep your dog somewhere else. If he has access to him, who knows what will happen again. OOP added in the comments of the first post, just got off the phone with my workmate. She's offered to come here overnight and she'll be here soon. We'll figure out what to do in the morning. I really appreciate all of your posting. It only took reading a few to take myself out of this stupid installed state of mind and move into action. Okay, now the update is posted the next day, and it's a quick update. It says, a night's sleep with good people around me helped. I phoned a workmate to see if I could go stay there with Stixie, and she came over here for the night instead. We spoke, and we have a plan. Thank you for all of the links to NSW laws. It looks like I might be in the clear with forcing my ex out. I am the renter, I am the only name on the lease, and we had no written agreement. From my understanding, he is a boarder or lodger and can be removed quickly. I'll have to clarify, of course, but that gives me some confidence. I was freaking out because I didn't know where to start last night. My ex will be confronted with more people I know in the house backing me up. Stixie is also in good health. He's 11 and a bit too fat and slower than he used to be, but he's fine. These photos are from early in November when we visited a property out of town. He started life as a farm dog, and going back made his day. Oh my god. Wait, I want to look at the pictures. Ugh. Link no longer works and I was unable to retrieve the pictures. I'm actually so sad. He's not microchipped. I'm taking a personal leave day Monday and getting him chipped first thing. This is update 2, and this is all there is at the moment, and this is posted the next day. He came back. He lied. I was upset and looked like it. We gave him enough rope to make excuse after changing excuse. First, he was shocked Stixie was gone and would help look for him. Then he was shocked someone took him to a vet to be put down. And then when confronted with proof it was him, he claimed Stixie was hit by a car and he had to end his suffering. When confronted with a live, happy Stixie, he turned it around and it ended with him telling me he should have had me put down. My coworker and her partner and I told him he was not welcome in the house anymore and that they were moving in with me. And everyone in the house and the neighbor we both get on well with who saw him return on Friday to take Stixie now knows what kind of person he was. He left on his own accord and took some of his stuff. I'm no closer to knowing for sure why he tried what he did. Sorry for jamming up legal advice with this one. It wasn't much of a legal ending. Okay, so he's a fucking psycho freak, clearly.
Yeah, there is something mentally wrong with that guy. She dodged a bullet. The dog dodged a bullet. She dodged a bullet. She needs to get security cameras. I don't know if the work colleagues really moving in, but she does need to get security of some kind because he's crazy. He's so crazy. It's not funny in any way, shape, or form. I would get security cameras in and outside the house. I would even contact the police, mainly to let them know that, yeah, he's crazy. I need you guys to kind of start a record or something, figure out what she can do, because she needs to track this. She needs to track it herself. She needs to see if she can get law enforcement involved, be like, hey, just unofficially, can you guys start a record? So if something happens, boom, you got stuff, But yeah, she needs detailed records of everything. She needs to get a copy of that video from the vet, videos from the neighbor if the guy needs, just every piece of evidence she can get, and at least get a restraining order. So if he violates that, she can use that at least. And yeah, she needs to protect herself. She was with a psychopath.
What I wonder, what could he have done? Also, 3 years they've been dating. I need to know other things that this stupid fucking devil motherfucker did in the 3 years that they've been dating, because this cannot be the first time he's done something like this. Okay, a top comment says, that line, quote, it ended with him telling me he should have put me down, just makes it clear this person was trying to hurt OP in the most cruel way their twisted little mind could sort out. Despicable. I'm so scared. I'm so glad, because imagine this girl had no one. Imagine this girl had no one else to support her, to back her up, and this guy, what would he have done? I can't even imagine what he would have done if he came home and she was the only one there with her dog. I'm sure they both would be not alive today, which thank God. Obviously, that's so morbid to say, but thank God she has people to support her. I'm just can't help but think about people that are in a similar situation that don't have anyone to support them.
Yeah, that could have went really bad. I wonder if there was all females confronting, or at least one male. Because some people will look at that and be like, "Oh, it's all women. I can take them." If there's at least one male there, the the psychopath side may have thought, I don't want to risk it. No. But, and then again, if it was a male who was smaller than him, he might risk it. So, risk it. I can't even talk. But the point is, it's a good thing she had people there because that guy was clearly crazy. Like I said, he's a psychopath. She dodged a huge bullet, and so did the dog. But unfortunately, like I said, she needs to get some kind of security around her ASAP. I don't know how old this story is. I wonder if I can find it. But yeah, it's a scary situation to be in.
Which is just so sad to think about.
All right, we're going to end it right there. That's the end of the story. But yeah, you got to be careful who you trust. I know they were together for 3 years. I always hear stories. They hid who they were. People can't hide who they are. But something like that, there had to have been other signs, little things. Because we do have a tendency to dismiss stuff, whether we want to admit it or not, that people do. It's like, there was always signs. You just chose to ignore them. I'm not going to say it's everyone, but sometimes, especially if, like, there are stories I hear where, everyone tried to warn him about her, and he missed all the signs. It's like, you chose to miss all the signs. If everyone's warning you about someone, you chose to miss all the signs. I don't know if that was the case with him. Did anyone ever, stop hanging around because of him? Did anyone ever say anything? Like, hey, he's kind of creepy. That's also what I want to know. Like, in those 3 years, no one said anything. If no one said anything, maybe he did put on a good disguise. But you got to be careful out there who you trust and who you give your heart to. All right, everyone. Don't be a bad boyfriend or girlfriend because you'll wind up on Reddit. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Everyone take care. Later.